Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. We all have a choice to create our own destiny and the lives that we want to live. Don't expect life to give you something beautiful and great without taking something from you. God has not created you to detect or force anything from you. Your gifts, your callings are there to glorify the Lord. You are absolutely at liberty to create your own world. Your gifts and your callings are there to glorify God's kingdom through the fruit of the Spirit that you will bear. You can either choose to use them for yourself, for God's kingdom, or just let them sit there and never get to use them. Today's video is about your gift is your choice. From the beginning, God made you free to choose whatever that you want to do. Nobody can change or dictate how you want to live your life. You have a choice to decide how you want to live your life. Don't expect life to give you something beautiful and great without taking something from you. God has not created you to detect or force anything from you. Your gifts and your callings are there to glorify God's kingdom through the fruit of the Spirit that you will bear. You have a choice to choose how you want to live your life. But we're humans. We always have somebody to blame for our own mistakes. We'll blame our families, the government, or even the society that we're from. We throw that pity party so that people can feel sorry for us. Then what? At the end of the day, we have choices, and you have to live with those choices that you've chosen. You can choose to be in that sick bed and not look for help. Look at the woman of the blood. She chose to get out from where she was to go and seek help. And when she found Jesus, she knew she was going to get healing, even though she was not supposed to be there. She thought to herself, maybe if I could just touch the garment of Jesus, I'll be healed. She managed to touch Jesus' garment, even though that place was crowded. She was determined that through her faith, she would be healed. She didn't go about asking Jesus to pray for her or lay hands on her. The only thing that came into her mind was just to touch that garment. That's how much faith she had. Life has got no guarantee. You'll never know the decisions that you make today that they'll be wrong until you make those decisions. You might as well take that risk and make those decisions. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you pick yourself up when you fall. She took that risk, even though her issue didn't require her to be there. She took that decision. She wanted to be healed. Some of us, we pray to God for healing, and yet we don't even trust the people that are praying for us. We start judging them and thinking, will this person be able to heal me? Not realizing that you're blocking your own healing, because you're choosing to have doubts whether you're going to be healed or not, or maybe you're even judging the person that's praying for you. And yet we've got more trust on that doctor's prescription than the prayers that you're receiving. Because we're humans, we want tangible things most of the times. We do not have faith. And most of the time, what heals you is your faith. Like that woman with the issue of the blood. She had faith that she was going to be healed, and she chose to step out. I remember one time I was so sick and my temperature was so high and I was very weak. I couldn't get out of bed. I knew that I had an event that I needed to do, and I needed to start applying for a visa in order for me to be there on time. I decided that I was going to pray and thank God for my healing. I wasn't praying to God to heal me, but I was thanking God that He's already healed me. I made up my mind that I was going to be in Angola and I was going to finish that event. Every day I decided to pray to God and thank Him. I thanked Him for the healing rather than asking Him for healing. In a matter of 3 days, I could see the difference. I was healed. I was able to gain the strength that I needed, and I applied for that visa. And I managed to travel to Angola, and the event was successful. What I'm saying is I chose to be better because I wanted to. I didn't just choose to lie down in that bed and feel sick. If you notice that sometimes when you're lying in that bed for so long, you just become more sick. The more you allow sickness to settle in your body, it creates a home. What I'm saying is, if you want something, you need to make a choice and decide on those choices that you make, and trust those choices that you're making. Your life is about the choices that you make. Remember, there are no guarantees and wrong choices. You need to trust the decisions that you are making, because life is about choices and it gives us options. Your destiny is the choices that you have decided in life. Sometimes if you don't know of the choices that you need to make towards your destiny, you need to ask God and pray over it. Whatever you do with the life is the choices that you have decided to do. Whether you're a teacher, a nurse, or a hairstylist, do what you can do. Whatever you do, it's still connected to God in some way. So you don't need to change jobs in order to glorify God. Sometimes circumstances can contribute in the decisions that you make. You find yourself, maybe you've been married for a very long time. Everything else is going well in life. God has blessed you in so many ways, like a good job, health, career, and He's also blessed you with a good, loving husband. But all this isn't enough because you don't have kids of your own, and depression begins to kick in. Just like Hannah in the Bible, who was so depressed because she didn't have children. She took up that decision and made that choice to speak to God because she was tired of being provoked. She didn't accept where she was. The only thing that you have is the power to make those decisions of the choices you decide and how you act or react when it comes to different situations. At the end of the day, life is a journey. The road you choose to take, you don't know where that road will lead you until you take it. Some roads may be straight, rocky, or smooth. That's what life throws us. You need to go through that in order for you to be able to be successful in life. There'll be times when things are difficult, but you need to pull yourself up from those situations. Because some of these roads may lead you to a life of blessings, favor, or even singleness or marriage. There will be a time when you have to decide to make that choice. When these things don't come your way, seek for God's kingdom and He will direct you towards your destiny. Sometimes even the most outrageous idea can be the right one at the end. That is why you need to go to God for those final decisions. Some of the families are suffering today because of the decisions and the actions that were made by their parents. God gives us that option to either serve Him, but if you are going to serve another God, you're going to live the consequences that comes with that. Some of these decisions, you know that they're wrong, but you still follow them anyway, just because your parents were doing them. Your parents may influence you in your upbringing, but you have the power to change that. Sometimes our minds wrestle with our brains. The choices that we make today can either open or shut doors. Like that paralyzed man in John 5 verse 15. He was paralyzed for 38 years. Sometimes we just want someone to help us with the decisions that we make. Yet at the end of the day, you have to make the final decision. Whether you want it or not, directly or indirectly, you are the one that has to make up the final decision. You can make that choice and God will help you to make that change. I've seen so many people who decided not to let their limitations stop them from doing what they want to do. Sometimes we allow fear to stop us from achieving what we want to do in life. And we let that fear kill our dreams. Just because you're still struggling for now doesn't mean you're going to become a failure. You need to make that choice and work towards the decision that you want to make. If you want it, just go for it. Nobody's just going to give it to you. If you fall, so what? We're humans. Get up and dust yourself and start all over again. Pick yourself up. It's your life because this is your choice. Thank you for watching. If this is content that you like, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. God bless you.